Game 1, excitement, nerves, anticipation now before Game 69 here in the opener of the Calder Cup Playoffs?
Yeah, I think all those things that you mentioned there, the bottom line for us is we've worked hard through a 68-game schedule to prepare ourselves for this opportunity tonight. We had a good regular season. That closed on Sunday night. We realized that 15 teams cleaned out their dressing rooms and the league narrowed down to 16 teams. The league got narrower and more focused and better on Monday. And that message was sent to our players that we're going to have to raise our level here. We're going to have to be ready for Game 1 and understand that the playoffs happen quickly. You have to have your A game right off the bat.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier this week both teams trying to find their game early on, and you mentioned whichever team finds their game first is likely the team that's going to come out with a victory. Is that even more amplified in the best-of-5 series, trying to get to your game as quick as possible?
I think so. I think our focal point for our team is to worry about our team right off the bat. We're worried about playing our game, playing towards our identity, starting fast, and ultimately taking it one day and one game at a time. As I said, the league narrowed, and so is our focus here for the Bakersfield Condors. We're taking it one day at a time. Our focus right now is playing to our potential tonight.
There's not a ton of playoff experience in that dressing room, but there's some really significant playoff experience in that dressing room. How do you lean on your veterans here at this time of year going into the playoffs?
Well, I think we've leaned on our veterans all year, and what they've been able to do is provide a really good environment for our younger players to flourish under. They say the right things, but most importantly, they do the right things. They don't lead from the throat, they lead by example. And whether that's how they prepare themselves for a game, whether it's how they react to adversity, whether it's what they're saying in between periods, we have a quality leadership core that has led us through 68 games. Some of those guys have great playoff experience at the professional ranks, and we're going to lean on them here going forward.
How different are the matchups that you try to employ in the playoffs as opposed to maybe the regular season, and how you go about trying to attack the opposition?
Well, what I like about our team is that over the last 2 months or so, we've had a lot of players go up and down. So there's a lot of movement within the organization, and what that's done is it's allowed us to audition players in different types of roles. And we've seen some of these players, specifically in the forward lines, in the forward groupings, have to take on more responsibility just out of necessity because our forwards, we had quite a few up top. We had a couple of bumps and bruises. And what we saw over that time is players really step up, really show the skill that they have, and really show what they bring to the table. And what I like about our forward groupings, specifically in the bottom six, is that different people represent different ingredients. Some are really good on the power play. Some are really good on the penalty kill. We have scooters that drive pucks deep and push defenses back. We have toughness. We have power forwards. So it's a lot of really good options for the coaching staff to have. We're going to need these players to go on the type of run that we want to go on. You need good depth, and like I said, our focal point is playing to our potential here in Game 1 tonight.
Just looking at morning skate, looks like Ethan Bear could be ready to go here tonight after missing the last couple of games with injury.
Yeah, Ethan's going to draw in tonight. Important player for us. He moves pucks. He defends well. He gets his shots through from the point. We're looking forward to seeing what he brings tonight.
Jay, just regarding Colorado, I know there were some fisticuffs and things did get a little testy against them during the season. Just what about that kind of combativeness against the Eagles?
Well, I think the big thing is we want to play towards our identity, and biggest thing for us is that we're a fast team. We're a fast group that gets in on four checks and grinds teams down in their own end. So we want to play towards our identity. We're a disciplined team, so we try and maintain discipline between the whistles and specifically after the whistles. That said, we have people in our lineup that can take care of themselves, and we're not going to get pushed around by anybody. We have a great power play that backs teams off just because it keeps the flies off of us, because if teams want to go to the box, we have the mindset of making them pay. I think this Colorado team is a big, heavy, grinding type of team. They led the Pacific Division in the American Hockey League in penalty minutes. We're prepared for that, and we're looking to play our game and living up to our potential here in Game 1.
One of the things about Colorado is they always have a strong showing with their fan base. How do you maybe mitigate the fan and the influence that they have, especially early in this hockey game?
Well, I think they have a great crowd here. They really fire their team up, just like our fans do in Bakersfield. So both buildings that are going to be seeing some playoff hockey in this series are equally loud and equally energetic. What I think we've had the experience of in this regular season is that we've come in here for 2-game sets, once in December, once in January, and both times we were able to play our game, and we know the crowd's there, and that pumps us up as just as much as it pumps the other team up. It's a fun place to play. It's going to be a playoff type atmosphere tonight, and as I said, the biggest thing for us is focusing on our game, our team, and trying to play towards our potential.